Four people have lost their lives in a road accident on the R81 between Mooketsi and Giyani in Limpopo. Police have opened a case of culpable homicide. For more on this story, I'm joined by Tshegohaco Moagi. Tshegohaco, thank you for giving us an update. Can you tell us what you know at this stage? We know that it's early days. The accident happened late last night. The police are still trying to piece together the details. We heard earlier that they're still trying to identify those who lost their lives. What can you tell us definitively this morning?
Absolutely. Good morning, Anli. So what we know at this point from what we've been told by some of the people that live within this area is that there were about youth members, so children that were actually coming back from a youth day celebration on their way home, and they were apparently at a resort not too far from where we are standing right now, and that is when the collision then happened. I just want to step out of shot here, and just so you can clearly see what we are seeing here on the scene here of this accident. So what we are seeing are the skid marks from the right to the left, and as you can then clearly see that within those skid marks, we are assuming that the bus was coming from the direction where the skid marks are, and that is obviously the collision that happened. And as you can see, then these are just some of the remains of the taxi. We are seeing a jacket there, and as we walked through here, and you can still see some of the blood on that particular jacket. And just further to the left, I'm just going to request my colleague Linge to go that direction. You can see the seat of that minibus taxi as well. We do know, Andy, that there were about 24 people that have died, and 24 out of the 25 actually that were within that minibus taxi. And what we know is that the minibus taxi only takes about 14 passengers. So we are aware as well that this minibus was overloaded, and that is what as well that has been said by the Department of Transport when they released their statement.
Tshegohaco, from the sounds of that then, if 24 of the people, the 25 people on the taxi are those deceased, was the bus empty at the time of the collision?
As far as we understand, Annelie, the bus driver himself, he's been severely injured, and I think one or two other passengers as well from that bus have also been injured. We're not sure if it was an empty bus or if it was just carrying very few people than what it was expected to have been carrying. But from 3 people from the bus have been injured, and they are being treated in hospital at this stage.
Do we have any word from the authorities on possible causes or any pronouncement on when we can expect the names of the deceased to be released?
Well, we do know, Anli, that the Department of Transport, the National Department of Transport, the Deputy Minister will be here briefing the media at about 3 o'clock. Together with the MEC of the Limpopo Department of Transport, they will be here to brief the media. They then perhaps should have more information from the police and those that investigated the scene as to what exactly happened and what caused this accident that was so terribly fatal. We do know as well that I have been informed by the Limpopo Department of Transport spokesperson that there have been 42 fatalities just in Limpopo alone from Friday till Sunday. So quite a lot of lives that have been lost on Limpopo roads. 42 people have died, and out of that 24 from just this particular accident scene.
Thank you very much for that update. We will touch base with you later on the day when that press briefing occurs. Tshegohaco Moagi coming to us from Limpopo at the scene of that horrific crash.